Sometimes, what feels like abandonment is the beginning of a greater purpose. The child one heart is forced to let go may become the greatest blessing another heart has been praying for. This is the story of how Karna found the family that would love him as their own. In the previous episode, Princess Kunti gave birth to a divine child, blessed by Surya, the sun god. Bound by fear and the customs of her time, she placed the newborn inside a basket and entrusted him to the sacred river. Little did she know that her prayer had already begun to find its answer. Far across the flowing water, a lonely basket drifted silently with the current. Not far from the sacred river lived Adhiratha, the royal charioteer of Hastinapura, respected throughout the kingdom for his honesty, loyalty, and unwavering dedication. He lived a humble life, devoted to duty. At the end of each day, Adhiratha returned home, where one person always waited with a smile, his beloved wife, Radha. Together, they shared life's simplest joys. Every meal, every conversation, and every challenge strengthened the bond they shared. Yet, one silent corner of their home never changed. The cradle remained empty. Whenever Radha saw another mother holding her child, she smiled with genuine happiness. But once they disappeared into the distance, the silence in her own heart quietly returned. Adhiratha understood every unspoken tear. Though he could not change their fate, he never allowed Radha to carry her sorrow alone. Together, they placed their faith in tomorrow, never knowing that tomorrow had already begun its journey toward them. Like every other morning, Adhiratha led the royal horses toward the sacred river. To him, it was simply another ordinary day. The horses drank peacefully from the gentle waters, while the morning sun painted the river in shades of gold. Then, something unusual caught his eye. Far across the flowing water, a lonely basket drifted silently with the current. With every step, the basket drifted closer, and with every step, an ordinary morning quietly transformed into an extraordinary one. With gentle hands, Adhiratha lifted the basket from the river. Water dripped from its woven edges, as though the sacred river itself was reluctant to let it go. He slowly unfolded the cloth. Inside lay a newborn child, peacefully asleep, untouched by fear. Holding the child close to his heart, Adhiratha began the journey home. Yet, this was no ordinary child. Born with divine golden armor and celestial earrings, he carried gifts that no human child had ever possessed. The sacred river carried him onward, while the world remained unaware that the future of the Mahabharata was drifting silently upon its waters. As Radha went about her morning chores, she noticed her husband returning with something precious in his arms. Without speaking a single word, Adhiratha placed the child gently into Radha's waiting hands, as though he already knew her. The tiny child gently wrapped his little fingers around hers. In that single moment, Radha became a mother. From that day onward, Adhiratha and Radha raised the child as their own, surrounding him with the love every child deserves. Peacefully asleep, the little boy knew nothing of the extraordinary destiny that awaited him, but history had already begun to write his name. Sometimes, the family we are born into is chosen by fate, but the family that raises us is chosen by love.